Hey, good morning, Wanda from GNRB Farm Homestead. Hey, we are outside early today. It's like 10 o'clock. It was a little chilly first thing, but it is beautiful outside. Here in the Northeast, we're going to be in the low 60s. And today I've got to finish up some yard work. And we're going to be in the greenhouse today. Going over here, but I need to go over here and let the flock out, some of them, so they can free range. So we're going to walk over and let some of them just free range today. I've got some plants I need to get in pots, and I'm going to show you a little trick that you can use while you're waiting for the soil in the ground to get past the freezing mark, which here in the Northeast, we always use Mother's Day, which is in May, before we put anything in the ground for spring. So let's walk over. I'm gonna let the flock out, the small flock, and we'll come back over. We'll grab these plants, and as you can tell, I got quite a bit of work to do today. See all those branches? They're all over the place from the storms past the winter. So I did out front yesterday. I'm a little sore, but you know what? It's par for the course, right? So let's walk over and let's let the chickens out. And we're just gonna let them out. The other ones are okay for today. They're loud. The goats are fine. All right, I'm gonna switch this over, and or I'll just turn it around. See if they want to come out today. That's my it's my pretty chicken wind chime. I love that thing. It's so nice to hear. Okay, come on. Come on. I guess they don't want to. I don't know. Hey, Fat Albert. That's Fat Albert over there. We'll say hi. Say hi, Fat Albert. Say, buddy. And there they are. The goats are through the pen there. We'll let them out, free range. They're my little hopes right there, the little fizzies. We have some really loud roosters. But, okay, so let's go over here and open up the door they'll just jump out. I separated them because I had to have room to put the baby chicks in the other room. So we'll just they're in there. They're in that little hole. They'll come out. Let me see if I can get them out. I'll let you see. There you go. Come on. There you go. There. She ran back in. But anyway, they'll jump out when they're ready. I just leave the door open and they'll hop out. Well, there they go. They found their way out. They'll go grass feeding and eating worms and whatever they want. Oh, there's a couple of them. Say hi. Say hi. Hope you can see them. There they go. Running around. See, and there's some more branches. So we have got lots to do today. So I'm going to get these plants done first. That's why we're going in the greenhouse early. And just want to show you what we got. We got some new plants this year. We got a couple blueberries and a blackberry. And as you can tell, a couple of them are already coming out of the dormant stage and they are getting their greenery on them. This one is not, but we're gonna go ahead. It's still in the dormant stage, but you don't wanna wait real long getting them out of these containers. So we're gonna take them in the greenhouse and we're gonna get all 3 of them out. And you don't wanna wait. They need space and they'll need a drink, especially these. This is a sign that they're starting to dry out when they start getting their greenery and they're not in the ground. So let's take, we got 2 blueberry and a blackberry that I'm gonna do today. I may get some more. We'll see how it goes. I did plant 2 in the fall. Blackberries back there at the back fence. But we did get a lot of rain over the winter. So we'll see. But let's go in the greenhouse and see what we can do as far as getting these taken care of. And so let's go in the greenhouse. And it's pretty nice in there right now. I'm just letting it warm up just a little more before I start hauling on branches. That way I can come out of my shirt. But yep, this is my greenhouse. We got our jugs, we got our raised bed soil, we got our black gold peat moss, which is organic. Beautiful, love that stuff. We always use organic and on all of our things that we use. And I just got this yesterday. This is a tabletop, hope you can see that. It's a portable potting tray. I wanted something in here, but nothing bulky. And I think this will work good because that way I can take it off when I'm not using it. I didn't want it to be stationary on there the whole time. I wanted to be able to move it so I can still use that area. So I got this. This is about, it's like $25, but it's heavy duty, it seems to be. And it's like 23 by 21 and 6 inches in depth. Gives you plenty of space to use the, let me see if you can see that. It says it's perfect for seedlings, repotting, and transplanting. And that's what we're doing today. We're going to be transplanting. So I'll try to leave a link down below where I got this tabletop portable potting tray. And like I said, it's portable. You could take it anywhere. I'm just going to use mine for in the greenhouse. So today we're going to take care of these blackberry, which I'll need my scissors. And you'll need some water and the blueberries. And that way we can get them out of the bags that they're in. I'm going to put the phone down and hopefully you'll be able to see everything that I'm doing. The outside containers, this part here, the box that it comes in, because we are doing them early and we're not waiting until, we're not going ahead and putting them in the ground right now because we can't, it's too soon for me to get the ground worked because we are still vulnerable to frost, especially for these 2 here because they are already in a green plant state. This one I could go ahead, it's in the dormant state, but I'm just not ready. The ground is just too sopping wet. I can't even till the ground yet from all the rain that we've had. And this is the most prettiest days, 2 days we have had all winter. So coming into spring. So these we're going to have to put in pots, so I might as well put this one in pot too. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. And a little, if you don't have any pots, I found a good way that you can recycle And I'm going to show you that little tip today. So hold on while I get position my phone. Hopefully it'll stay. I'm making a little noise, so. Okay. So this is what I have. You know your Folgers coffee cans. These are about a 2-pound container. When you go get your coffee, we drink Folgers, and they come with a black lid. I took the lids off. I saved them. You want to save your lids because you can use those for watering trays, holders for your other small plants. So don't throw the lids away. You can reuse those also. But you can take your pots. They're heavy duty plastic. I mean, you know, plastic does have a good purpose. You know, it has its good for some things if you use them right. And we're going to recycle, so this is a good thing. So what I did was I've been saving these over the winter, these containers, because I knew they would come in handy in the greenhouse, or, you know, just whatever we are collecting, you know, whatever we need them for. I mean, they can be used for storage of things too, not just for pots. So this time we're going to use these for pots. I got 3 of them. And what I did is I took a soldering iron. If you have a soldering iron, you'll want to take that soldering iron, and I'll show you the short little video that I did of that, of how to, you can get a soldering iron probably like off of any hardware store. Try and go local if you can. Support your local, but if you're not local to one, try Lowe's. I know they're big box stores, but if you have a local hardware, try them. You know, I mean, they need you more than the big box stores, but do what you have to. And last resort would be Amazon. You can, you know, order from them, but like I said, small businesses need your blessing right now. So get a soldering iron. They're like 15 bucks. I think I paid $10 or $15 for mine. I used it last year. It's a great little tool. Be careful, it does get really hot. You take the bottom and you do 4 holes. You melt. Nice size, dime size, I would say. Put 4 holes in the bottom for drainage in each, how many containers you're going to use. I have 3 today. So we're going to take these 3. Here's another one. You want to be able to see through it because you want it to be able to drain well. There you go. See, nice dime size holes. Okay, and we're going to be putting soil. I'm going to do a soil mix. And we'll show you. We're going to open up the plant, and we got our jug of water because it's gonna need some water. Okay, let's get busy. I need to prep the soil. So while we're letting the soil get ready, I'm gonna take this paper out that I got. I'm going to hold on to it because I think has pretty good information on it in case I want another one. So in order to get ready to put the soil in there, I need to get this moistened. So while this is getting moistened, I'll get it ready first before we do the buckets, and then we'll go to the plants and it can be setting. So that way we have plenty of time to get that pre-moistened. So you're going to take your potting soil. I use organic, but you use what you want organic to me is always better. And this should do all 3 buckets, I would think. This is a 12-quart bag. It's a small bag. You know those small bags you see in the store. The medium, I guess. Not really the teeny bag, but the next size. And it's organic. So it has really good nutrients in it. Now, this is another container that I use to put my wood chips in. Or my mulch. So we're going to take and break up our soil. Take up the clunks. Wow, this is really nice. I might bring that over here so you can see. I'm just breaking up the dirt. All right, let me bring this over. Really nice dirt, isn't it? Beautiful. Now, I add a couple things to it. If you have some cocoa coir, if you don't have that, you can use wood chips or mulch. So I'm going to add some mulch. That was probably about half a bucket of that. And just going to mix that in. If you have really big pieces like that, you can take those out. That's just going to help feed it and give it a little bit of moisture in the container. Now, I also add a little bit of vermicell. That is a food for when you're transplanting. This is 1 little cup, 8-ounce cup of vermicell. You can get that in your hardware store or Lowe's, Home Depot, maybe Walmart, but they're big box stores. I'm going to do the whole cup to this whole bag. It's great for transplanting when you're transplanting. So we're going to get that all mixed in. There we go. Now we want this to be a little moist. So we're going to take the pitcher and we're going to give it a good drink. Now remember, this does not have holes in this container. So there. I didn't overwater it, but I did give it a little drink. Now I want to use instead of my hands, I'm going to use my little garden shovel to get that mixed in. It doesn't have to be sopping, but you want it at least a little bit of moist so you can work with it. So it's not really dry. Now, while that is getting worked in, now that you have stirred it, we're going to let that sit while we prepare the, open up those plants and we'll get them ready for the buckets. I think we need just a tad more water. Okay. It's hard to do it one-handed, but we're getting there. Sorry if we're moving it around a lot. Wow, this is a really nice bin. I think I like this bin so far. That way we can get all of our wood chips wet, our mulch, our vermicell, and with our mix. There, see, and it's starting. See, you want it like so. There. It's not sopping, but moist. And it'll continue to do that while we prepare. But you definitely want to stir it to make sure you get all the dry parts in, so you can have a good balance. Okay. All right, we'll put the phone back down. Now, I think we're going to do the blueberry ones first because they're the ones that have the actual plant showing. And we'll do the blackberry last because with the blueberry, we're going to have to add just a smidge of some we can wait and put it in the soil, but I am just going to put, like it says on the bag, you can put it in the ground, or if you're putting it in a pot, you can put like a tablespoon or a teaspoon. Let me see. A tablespoon for 4 inches of pot diameter. So I'm not going to worry about measuring for the pot. I'm just going to give it like a half a teaspoon and in each of the containers when I'm mixing in the soil, because that helps lower the pH to the 4.0 to 6.0 range. And because blueberries, they like their soil to be acidic, which I found that out from a friend of mine. So so I wanted to make sure I got this organic acidifier. And it's really, they say it's good for hydrangeas also. So any type of flowering that has a coloring, you know, for blueberries and hydrangeas, it really makes them, makes the blue pop in the plant. So we'll be using about a half of a teaspoon per pot, or, you know, like a pinch. So that's what we'll do today. So we're going to get them out of the pot, out of the boxes. Save your container, because on your container it has all your instructions of how to plant your plant later. So, and it has a map of when to plant it outdoors. So keep your container, but we're only going to take the bag out. So let's get busy. Let's do some blueberries. Hopefully you'll be able to see. Okay. And what I did, take a black permanent marker, save yourself a tag. This is another good tip. You can write on your container what you have in there, and I have blueberry bush. And I want to make sure, I messed up earlier, I put blackberry because I had 2 blueberry and not 2 blackberry, but I fixed it, but yeah. But you can use a black permanent marker to do that, and save yourself a sticker or a tag to put in there. So what we're going to do first, I'm going to get that in there. Okay, I think we're going to You'll need your scissors. I'm gonna put these back here so I don't mess them up. And you're gonna very carefully pull your bag out. And you're going to save your container, so you're going to put that to the side so you'll have it for digging when the time comes. Okay, we need to add, I have my container about half full of soil. So we are going to go in here and we're going to just eyeball it about what a half a teaspoon would be. Let me just show you what they look like. They're little granules. That's what they look like. So we only want like half of a teaspoon to just give it a little bit. And then you just want to stir that in. Add a little bit more on top so you can stir. Mix all that in because you want those wet. So that's why we had this moistened so that the acidifier can get working. Okay, while that is working, this comes with a twist tie on there. So you just want to undo your twist tie. Be very careful of your plant. And as you can tell, I don't know if you can see that, I can show you. But look at that little baby right there. We have a new baby coming right there along with those. So this is a very healthy plant. And so what we're going to do, we're going to take that twist tie, and you can save your twist tie if need be. And you're going to carefully open your bag. And now you're going to turn the bag to you, but be careful of your plant. You're going to take your scissors and cut down the middle and go towards the bottom of the bag. There you go. And that way, let me show you. That way, you can open, and it's still a little moist, but it will start to dry. And this is the crown, this is the root going down. And we just want to get that all in this bucket and up to this point. Fill your dirt right to there. And so we're going to try to do that without breaking anything. Yeah, it's starting to dry out some. See? It broke apart, which that is fine because that is just leftover plant. That is just leftover soil, which we will use on top. So, okay, let's get this back over here. Sorry. Trying to get you so that you can see it all. Okay, we're going to take our soil in our container. Now you're going to pack that down just a little so you can have some kind of root structure, about half of it. And then take your garden shovel and make a nice hole inside of your bucket or your container. That way you still have dirt on the bottom. To help support. Okay, you're going to move this over. You want the inside of your bucket to look like that big of a hole to put that in. You want to give it plenty of room. So I'm going to try and do this with one hand so you can see when I pick this up without disturbing too much of the plant. And you want to try to get it in the middle as much as possible. Slowly loosen it with your fingers around. Okay, first thing we're going to do now, the next thing, we're going to try to give it a little drink without me making a mess. Just enough to get that soil wet. Now, you can either use this soil around here, or you can use the soil that came in the bag. I think I'm going to use the soil that it was packed with. And then slowly tap down. If you don't use it all, you can just add it to your soil. Now this is a temporary transfer. It's not a permanent one, but you're giving your bush plenty of space between now and the time you can put it in the ground, that you have when you have time to put it in the ground. So we're going to tap that down, get out those air pockets. And then I'm going to take the rest of this and fill it in. And then I'll take a little bit of this and just mix it around. That way you have both of those getting both of your soil and that soil that it came in getting acclimated together, and it's not such a shock. And just gonna press And there you go. And I just gave it a nice little shake. And the last thing we're going to do is give it a good drink. Okay. Now, we won't be taking this back in. We are going to leave this out in the greenhouse. Because in the greenhouse is warmer. I just have to make sure I keep it moistened. Not overfilled, not overdrink, but moist. Because we just gave it a nice drink. Now we'll be able to do the next one. And there you have. And we'll be doing the other two the same, except the blackberry will not get any acidifier. It'll just get the soil. But there you go. We have one blueberry bush ready, moistened and transplanted. And we will leave that in the greenhouse. And hopefully I will check on it every now and then. And we will work on the next one. So, hey, I hope you enjoyed our little video. I know it was a little long, but we're going to go ahead and get this second one in. We're going to do the same thing. I'll make a link for the little bucket that I got today, the little potting tray. And we'll keep an eye on how they're doing. And we hope to see you soon out in the garden. Get outside. Do some outside work. I got plenty to do after I get these two planted. Like I said, it's a beautiful day to be outside. So get outside. If you have some of these little plants that you got from the mom and pop stores, get them out of the containers and get them in a bigger container. Don't wait. You can always transplant them when the weather's ready. Main thing is you got to get them out of those containers. So, especially if they have leaves. You definitely need to get them out. Okay. Well, God bless you. We'll see you soon on the homestead. And, hey, happy planting.